Have you ever wondered how the earth beneath your feet, the soil, comes into existence? A simple question, yet the answer is anything but. You see, soil is far more than just dirt. It's a living, breathing entity that plays a vital role in life on Earth. Soil provides plants with essential nutrients, helps regulate water flow, and serves as a habitat for billions of organisms. It also plays a critical part in our planet's carbon cycle, making it a key player in climate regulation. But how does soil form? Well, it's a natural process that takes thousands to millions of years. Yes, you heard it right, millions. The soil you walk on today might have started forming before the first human ever set foot on Earth. Imagine a rock standing tall and firm. Over time, the rock is exposed to wind, rain, heat, and cold. These elements cause the rock to break down into smaller and smaller pieces, a process known as weathering. The broken down rock, or parent material, is the first step in soil formation. But soil is more than just broken down rock. It's a complex mixture of minerals, organic matter, water, and air. The organic matter in the soil comes from plants and animals. When these organisms die, they decompose and become part of the soil. This organic matter enriches the soil with nutrients, making it fertile and ideal for plant growth. The process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It is influenced by 5 main factors: the type of parent material, the climate, the organisms living in it, the topography, and time. As time passes, the soil undergoes changes and forms different layers known as horizons. These horizons have distinct characteristics and play different roles in the ecosystem. Soil, in all its complexity, is a marvel of nature. It is constantly changing, evolving, and adapting, just like the life it supports. The earth beneath our feet is a testament to the slow but fascinating process of soil formation. Soil is a marvel of nature formed through a slow but fascinating process. The formation of soil begins with a process known as weathering. Now you might be wondering, what exactly is weathering? Well, it's the process where rocks and minerals, the bedrock of our earth, are broken down into smaller pieces by natural forces. Let's picture a towering mountain or a vast cliffside. Over time, these colossal structures don't remain the same. They change, they erode, they degrade. And this degradation is brought about by weathering. Forces like wind, water, and temperature changes relentlessly attack these structures, breaking them down bit by bit. Now, weathering comes in 2 main types: physical and chemical. Physical weathering is about the brute force of nature. Think about wind blowing tiny particles against a rock, or water freezing and thawing in the cracks, causing the rock to fracture and split. It's like nature's own sculptor, chiseling away at the rock's surface until it's broken down into smaller pieces. On the other hand, chemical weathering is a little more subtle. It's about the transformation of rocks and minerals at a molecular level. When rocks are exposed to air or water, chemical reactions can occur. Iron can rust, limestone can dissolve, and granite can decompose. These reactions can drastically change the rock's composition and over time contribute to the breakdown of the rock. So, why are we talking about rocks when we're supposed to discuss soil? Well, these tiny pieces of rock and mineral that result from weathering are actually the raw materials for soil. They provide the initial, inorganic component of soil. But it doesn't stop there. These broken down rocks and minerals mix with organic matter, air, and water to create a rich, fertile medium that supports life. Each grain of soil is a testament to the power and persistence of weathering. It's like a grand performance where the rocks are the actors and the forces of nature are the directors. The end result is a masterpiece we call soil. Weathering sets the stage for soil formation by providing the raw materials. And with that, we've uncovered the first act in the fascinating story of soil formation. The next actors to enter the scene of soil formation are living organisms. In this grand spectacle of soil formation, it's not just rocks and weather that play their part. Life, too, in its myriad forms, contributes significantly to the process. This is where plants, animals, and microorganisms get their moment in the spotlight. Starting with plants, their roots penetrate deep into the ground, breaking up rocks and compacted soil. As they grow, decay, and ultimately die, they leave behind organic matter that becomes part of the soil. This incorporation of organic matter is crucial because it improves the soil's fertility, structure, and ability to hold water. Animals, both large and small, also contribute to soil formation. When larger animals like moles and earthworms move through the soil, they create channels that enhance soil aeration and water movement. Smaller creatures, like insects, help by breaking down plant and animal material into smaller pieces, making it easier for microorganisms to do their work. And oh, the microorganisms! They are the unsung heroes in this tale of soil formation. Microorganisms, including bacteria and fungi, are the primary decomposers in the soil. They break down the complex organic matter into simpler substances, creating what we call humus. This dark, organic material is the lifeblood of the soil, providing nutrients and improving soil structure. It's fascinating to think about the interplay between these organisms and their environment. Each organism, in its own way, contributes to the ongoing process of soil formation. They transform organic matter, create pathways for water and air, and enrich the soil with nutrients. Their roles may seem insignificant individually, but collectively they make a remarkable contribution. Without these organisms, the soil would be a mere collection of weathered rock particles, devoid of the fertility and structure needed to support life. And while these organisms are going about their daily tasks, they are unknowingly playing their part in a process that has been ongoing for millions of years, a process that will continue long after they're gone. The life and death of organisms enrich the soil, adding to its complexity. Time and climate are the unseen forces shaping the soil. Let's begin our exploration with time. You see, soil formation is not an overnight event. It is a slow and steady process that can take thousands, even millions of years. Over time, rocks break down into smaller and smaller particles, a process called weathering. These tiny particles gradually mix with organic matter, forming the nutrient-rich layer that we call soil. This constant cycle of weathering and mixing, happening over vast stretches of time, allows for the accumulation of organic matter and the formation of soil horizons, or layers. Now let's turn to climate. Just as a painter uses different colors and brushes to create a masterpiece, Mother Nature uses climate as her tool to create different types of soils. Different climates lead to different types of weathering, resulting in a variety of soil characteristics. Consider a tropical rainforest, for instance. The hot and humid climate accelerates weathering, leading to highly leached soils that are rich in iron and aluminum. On the other hand, in the dry, arid deserts, the lack of rainfall limits weathering, resulting in sandy soils with little organic matter. Moving further, in temperate regions with moderate rainfall and temperatures, you'll find fertile loamy soils, perfect for farming. These soils are well balanced in minerals and organic matter due to the moderate weathering rates. But what about the chilly polar regions? The freezing temperatures slow down weathering, and the soils are often shallow, with a layer of permanently frozen subsoil, known as permafrost. So you see, the same Earth, under different climatic conditions, can result in a multitude of soil types, each with its unique properties and characteristics. Time and climate, though invisible, leave their mark on the soil. The layers of soil beneath our feet tell a story of the past, a story shaped by the relentless march of time and the ever-changing climate. And as stewards of the earth, it's our responsibility to understand and preserve this story for future generations. Soil isn't just a homogeneous mass, it has distinct layers. Let's delve into the fascinating world beneath our feet and discover the layers of soil. Imagine a layer cake. Each layer holds its own unique flavor, texture, and color. Similarly, soil is divided into three main layers: topsoil, subsoil, and parent material. The topmost layer, the topsoil, is the superstar of the soil world. It's rich in organic matter, nutrients, and is teeming with life. This is where most plant roots thrive, pulling out the nutrients they need to grow. Below the topsoil, we find the subsoil. This layer is generally harder and denser, holding fewer nutrients but is vital for water retention. Then we reach the parent material, the deepest layer. This is essentially unweathered rock, the original source of all the soil above it. Each layer has distinct characteristics and functions, contributing to the complex system that is soil. The layers of soil reveal the story of its formation. Soil formation is a complex symphony of processes. It all begins with weathering, the physical breakdown and chemical alteration of rock at or near Earth's surface. This process, driven by elements such as wind, rain, and temperature changes, gradually transforms solid rock into tiny fragments, forming the basic mineral component of soil. Next, we have the role of organisms. Tiny creatures like earthworms, bacteria, and fungi work tirelessly, breaking down organic matter and contributing to the nutrient-rich composition of the soil. This organic matter, along with air and water, complements the mineral component, creating a fertile environment for plant growth. Time and climate, the conductors of this symphony, further influence the soil formation process. Over thousands of years, they shape the characteristics of the soil, resulting in the formation of distinct layers or horizons, each with its unique composition and properties. Soil, the skin of the earth, is a testament to the marvels of nature's processes.